What's up, Warrior Babes? Hey, everybody. Nikki here, and welcome to our Warrior Babe Wednesday live Q&A. What's up, you guys? Hello. I'm so excited to be here with you guys. Hi, Emily. What's up, babe? As you guys are joining in, comment and say, hey, what's up, so I can see who's here and tuning in. I love Wednesdays, guys. I love coming in and hanging out with you guys for a little bit. What's up, Laura? Hello. Keep commenting, guys. What's up? Another Emily. Hi, babe. As you guys comment, too, when you guys are joining in, it'll push our video to the top of the Facebook group so that all of the other Warrior Babes can tune in, see the live happening and tune into this live Q&A. Okay, so keep commenting as you guys are joining in. Say, hey, what's up, so I can see everybody who's here. Happy Wednesday. Welcome to our Warrior Babe Wednesday live Q&A. If you guys are tuning in at a later or date or time, then give me the hashtag replay and just leave all of your questions here that pertain to this live Q&A in one section underneath of this thread, the comment thread, so that Kate and I can come back and answer any questions that come in after this is done being live and after I'm done hanging out with you guys. What's up, Kate? Kate is here. Everybody say hi, Kate. What's up, Amanda? Hi, Valerie. What's up, Pamela? Hi, you guys. Welcome. Hope you guys are having a good day so far. I hope everybody's having a good start to their week. Starting strong, hitting their macros, hitting their workouts. Anybody joining on that live workout today with Madeline and myself? Because my butt, I'm sitting on a picnic bench right now. My butt is already sore. What's up, Beth? Hello, you guys. All right, so we'll get started in just a few seconds. So if you guys have a question, you guys can start commenting your questions here in the comment section, and I will start going through our live Q&A in just a few seconds once we start kicking it off. All right. I want to give a huge welcome to all the new babes who have joined us in this past week. So if you're new, give me the wave emoji so I can see all of our new babes that are joining us. You guys are literally a part of a community of thousands of women who are getting toned and becoming a stronger, more confident version of themselves. And our community is constantly freaking growing, and it's amazing. The support that I see, the inspiration that I see, the new babes that are coming in and introducing themselves and sharing their photos and really keeping the fire going with inside the community. It's so much fun to watch, so much fun to be a part of. So all of you new babes who are new, keep that going. Share, introduce yourself, share your journey, share what you're here to accomplish, share your photos. Don't hesitate to share your photos. This is a very supportive and inspiring community. So, and you'll see that by just being a part of it. Tamara, I just started recently. Nice. Welcome, babe. Welcome. I'm stoked for all you new Warrior Babes. Courtney, new babe here. Cool. Awesome. I love it. Love seeing all the new babes. Welcome, you guys. Warrior Babe is where strong is the new sexy. We are building strong, badass bodies. And not only that, but we're building a strong mental, mindset because it's not easy to pursue these kinds of goals. The things that you have to mentally push through, the psychological side of eating more food, to push through that. The workouts, they're intense. You got to push yourself through that. You got to push yourself through social situations by saying no to things that do not serve you and your goals moving forward. So not only are you building strong ass bodies, but you are building a strong mindset to help you develop discipline and help you show up for yourself and your goals when temptations arise or when the motivation's not there. That is super important, and a really big thing that I encourage in a part of this program is mindset, because that's what it's going to help push yourself forward and help you become a better, stronger, more confident version of yourself, not just the body. All right. Yes, Sean, thank you, babe. Yes, I'm outside. It's chilly. You guys know how I feel about the cold, but I'm not going to complain. It is beautiful here in Pennsylvania on some days. And plus, it's going to be a horrible weekend here. All right, guys. So if you guys are new to Warrior Babe, I want to run through some really important things really quick before we kick off this live Q&A. If you guys have questions, start leaving them in the comment section, and we'll kick that off in just a few seconds. But if you are new to WarriorBabe, please make sure that you are going through the WarriorBabe Revolution Blast Off emails that I'm sending to you on a daily basis for the first 14 days. I don't care if you guys have heard me say this over and over and over again. I'm saying this to the newbies. I'm also saying it to you veteran Warrior Babes, because this is a really good time to sit down and go through the Blast Off emails. If you've already gone through them, go through them again. And the new ones, make sure you're going through them, because it's a very valuable aspect to this program. It's literally 14 days of one video per day, one task to complete per day that's helping you transition into this lifestyle. So many programs just give you the workout program, give you the nutrition things to follow, cookie cutter side of things, but they just give you one thing to follow, and you jump in balls to the wall, and you kind of get a little overwhelmed, or you start losing your motivation after the first 2 weeks. And if you start losing your motivation, you're at week 3 and you're like, well, I'm not seeing any progress, I'm not seeing this, I'm not seeing that, and next thing you know, you're on to the next program out there. So I see this common thread in women. I've been coaching people for 3 years now, and so what I have done with this WarriorBabe Blast Off sequence and the transition into this program is to keep you going for 2 weeks, to keep you engaged, to help you learn and set your goals that you want to accomplish, to know why you're here and what you want to accomplish. When you mentally have that goal written down and envisioned for yourself, that's going to be the motivation that carries you through. Once you understand the why behind what you want to accomplish, because of your kids, because of your grandkids, because you know that, diseases happen in your family at an older age. That's your why. That if your why isn't strong enough, your goals are not strong enough. And if your motivation is lacking, your goals and your why are not strong enough. So you better set really strong goals and whys, set the foundation for yourself. And that's what I help you do in the first 14 days. That way you carry out the motivation. You start really honing into your why. When you don't want to work out, think about your kids. That should be your driving factor to get your ass out of bed and find the motivation to work out. And then you'll dive into macros and you'll dive into workouts. Okay, so the 14-day blast off videos are so important. They're coming to your email on a daily basis. Don't ignore them. Okay? And then one last thing before we dive into this Q&A is if you guys are new, please don't be that person to ask questions that can be answered inside of the application. Take the time to go there and listen to everything that I am sharing with you, all the golden nuggets, all the resources, all the tools. Click around, play with see the weekly training schedule, see there's a 5-day, 6-day, and 4-day, because a lot of people are missing that. Please go inside there, learn all the golden nuggets, learn it for yourself. Then if your question can't be answered inside the app, then go to the FAQs. Go on the home screen, go to the need help section, click the need help. That goes you to your frequently asked question resources of the entire platform that we build out with all the common questions that we see, and then the answers and even visuals to help you get the answers for yourself. If you can't find the question in the app or the frequently asked question resource page, then go to the Facebook group and ask the babes inside the Facebook group, hey, can you help me out with this? Because then they're just going to be like, hey, yeah, go here, or yeah, this is the answer to your question. Within 30 seconds, somebody will be commenting back to you to let you know the answer to your question. But don't flood the community when you're first joining in and be like, hey, where are the workouts? Hey, where's the weekly training schedule? Hey, where's the macro calculator, right? Take the time to go through the application first for yourself. Support should be an area where you do not go and ask fitness or nutrition questions, okay? Support is just an area where you go and get technical questions answered, membership questions answered. Please do not go to support asking fitness or nutrition questions. Come to the community first, and the community, and Kate, everybody, please, praise Kate right now. Like, give her fire emojis, give her a high five, whatever. Like, she is our community manager, and guys, much love to her, because she's inside of our community every 24 hours inside the community, answering your questions, making sure that it's clear to what you guys need your answers to. So please make sure that you tag Kate, and she will be inside of there making sure that all of your questions are answered. She's helping you guys out on a daily basis. All right? Okay. Oh, and one last thing, respect some boundaries, guys. Okay, don't go into Kate's DMs or don't go into my team's DMs on Facebook and ask questions. One, because I don't want your questions to go overlooked, and I don't want you to feel like you're being ignored from them being sent to DMs. And number two, just respect boundaries. All right? Respect boundaries. And ask the community here and tag Kate here. Keep it all in one area. You guys know how I am about OCD, and Kate's the same way. Keep it all in one area so we're not using 10,000 different things to click around and find where people are asking us questions. All right? Okay, let's dive into this Q&A, babes. Let's kick it off. Tamara, choose a lose fat and tone option for getting macros, but I want to build muscle too. Do I need to do some fat loss first? I'm just soft. Yeah, babe, I don't know what your body looks like, so it's super hard for me to kind of answer that question. But if you know you've got some fat to lose, and say that you've got the muscular build, right? But you just have the fat on top that you want to decrease that, I would do the lose fat and tone and follow those macros. And you probably only need to follow those macros for a little bit, and you'll see a response. And then you can jump into doing the building muscle side of things and eating in a caloric surplus and all that kind of stuff. But naturally too, and don't let this confuse you guys, but when you start decreasing body fat and you have a muscular a naturally muscular build to your body, you will notice that when you're decreasing body fat, it's almost like an illusion. Like your body, your muscles start to look bigger. When you decrease body fat, your muscles will pop out more because you're getting a little bit leaner, so your muscles will look bigger in that sense, and it's kind of like an illusion that happens with decreasing body fat. So also be aware of that too as well. When you naturally start losing body fat, you will also naturally start seeing bigger muscles. Krista, hey Nikki, thank you for the rally call on Sunday. Oh, good. I'm so glad that you guys love that rally call. I thought it was perfect for kind of what I was seeing with a lot of common questions that I get on a daily basis from women and people that I see in my VIP community. So I'm glad that you enjoyed it. I am trusting the process and thinking I am in the fat whoosh mode after being consistent with macros and 3 weeks of workouts. Yes, it's totally true, and it totally exists. I know it is early, but feel muscles beginning in my very curvy, flabby hips, butt, thighs, and I'm drinking my gallon of water daily. One of the videos suggested doing my cardio fast in the AM to help with the fat loss. Wondering your thoughts, since my goal is to lose the fluff. So my first thing is going to go to just consistency, patience, and putting in the work. Those three are the three variables that are going to help you just keep going. I mean, it's been 3 weeks, so it's pretty early in the game. So apply that consistency, patience, and put in the work in order to, start seeing more results happen. Now, in terms of fasted cardio in the morning, it's a great tool. I think it's a great tool. It's kind of the same thing after, you're done a workout, your whole glycogen stores are depleted. You should have had a really challenging workout. I mean, it's really hard to do that at home right now. So maybe your glycogen stores aren't completely depleted after a workout, but if you wanted to do that in the morning, absolutely. That's one of the 3 times that I recommend cardio to be done. One is in the morning, one is after workouts, and the last one that I recommend is, say you split up your workout and your cardio. You do your cardio in the afternoon, you work out in the morning, and then you can do your cardio in the afternoon. Becky just got done with shoulders, chest, core, and a 4-mile walk and made it. Awesome, babe. What's up? I'm happy that you're here. Pamela, so I've been in the program going on 6 weeks, seeing the start of results. Within the last week, I'm seriously waking up in the middle of the night freaking hangry. Asked the group and was told to push through and drink water, which I do, but was also told to maybe adjust my macros. I'm using the macros that Recalculate gave me and hitting my macros. I don't know which macros to toy with first. Was thinking protein, or I keep it and burn the hungry. I seriously can't wait for breakfast. So this is what I like to say about embracing the fat burning process. When you experience that hunger, that means your metabolism is in full force and it's doing its job. When you start feeling like you're going to eat somebody's face off and you're getting really irritated and you're watching your moods and they're like kind of like going in and out, that's where I would recommend to increase your macros. But I also want to make sure, Pamela, are you doing your cheat meals? Like, are you being consistent across the board? Are you hitting your macros, which you said you are? Are you getting your cheat meals in? Are you doing your workouts, like cardio, all that kind of stuff? If that's a yes, and you feel like you are getting to that point where like you just can't bear the hunger anymore, I would increase your protein probably like 10-15 grams, and go from there and see how you feel. Valerie, as your weight decreases, do you recalculate your macros, or do you keep them the same until you have reached your ideal weight? Yes. So this is a common question that we get. And if it's not already made into frequently asked questions resource page, on a resource page, and it should be, but you do not decrease your macros. If you are seeing results with those numbers, that means they are working. And the more food that I recommend you keep as much food as possible in your body at all times during your journey. So there's no need to recalculate your macros. You keep going with those numbers because they are working. Now, if you get to a point where it's been a consistent maybe 3 weeks and nothing has changed, your data across the board has not changed, your pictures have not changed, your weight has not changed, your measurements have not changed, then that's what I would recommend, to adjust your macros. And that's the things that I teach inside of my Macro Accelerator program. I highly recommend, if you guys don't know what that is, it's something where I teach like the 4 pillars of my Macro Accelerator, the WB4 method, in terms of personalization, implementation, adjusting, and goal setting. Okay, so you will know exactly how to adjust your macros in terms of, if you hit a plateau, how do you continue moving forward so you can keep going in fat loss? How do you bump out of fat loss, go up to maintenance? How do you bump out of maintenance and go up to building and eating in a caloric surplus so you can put on some more muscle? That's all inside the Macro Accelerator. It's also inside of my blueprint for those of you guys who are like, well, what's a blueprint? The blueprint, you just have coaching availability and have the ability to talk to me 2 times a week. So those are the programs that you can ask the WarriorBabes, a ton of them, a ton of different, everybody's in Accelerator, Blueprint, there's VIP babes here. So if you guys have a question about anything, don't hesitate to ask the other babes. Amanda, that was my question tonight too. I'm going to gym build. I was super sore at first on week 7 now, and I'm hardly sore anymore. Yeah, so you guys, like, when new programs come out in terms of our monthly updated workout programs, you'll probably notice that the first week you are super sore, and then you'll probably start to notice by week 3 your muscles recognize what workouts you're doing. They recognize what exercises that you are doing. So that's why we update it every 4 weeks, to keep your body confused, to keep your muscle confused, to really place that challenging aspect in order for your muscles to keep growing and keep building and keep, being challenged by different workouts. So you'll notice that week 1 is always the hardest. And then coming down to week 4, your body's getting used to it, and then bam, it's time to switch it up. Okay, so I'm on week 5. I didn't see that, sorry, babe. On week 5, body weight work out and loving it, but I'm almost never sore. Does that mean I'm not pushing enough? I'm typically working out till failure, so I'm surprised that it doesn't hurt the next day. Okay, gotcha. So the body weight program, this may be something that, babe, you want to increase like your time under tension with that and do a little bit more higher repetitions. Like you're saying, but you are saying you're going till failure. So, that's interesting. You're kind of catching me. I'm almost never sore. Does that mean I'm not pushing enough? I'm typically working out to failure, so I'm surprised when it doesn't hurt the next day. Yeah, that's super surprising, babe. Are you creating that mind to muscle connection? That's really important too. Like, we were doing the body weight leg workout, body weight booty workout today, and a lot of my exercises were body weight, and I had to really hone in on the mind to muscle connection in order for my muscles to start feeling like I was sore. So make sure you're also doing that too as well. But then it goes to show what Amanda is asking too. If you're doing the workouts inside the app, that's why we change it up every single month, because your body starts to recognize the movements that you are doing. Shannon, is daily yoga all good in conjunction with this program? Yeah, absolutely. God damn, that's amazing, because you're allowing more flexibility to your body and stretching your body, which is really important. All right, Courtney, I was figuring out my own macros for the first 4 weeks of the 6-week workout, and while I see more muscle and tone, not losing fat. Now, after joining the revolution and following the macros, I'm starving all day. I'm now eating 20 less of protein and way more carbs. And am I not in the right body type of macros? So that is super hard for me to answer, you guys, when I'm not seeing a visual of your body. I don't know what category you're falling into, but if you're starving, you make sure you're doing other things like drinking enough water, because water alone triggers the same exact portion of your brain to make sure hunger and thirst are controlled by the same exact area of your brain. So you want to make sure you're drinking enough water. You want to make sure that you are dispersing your macros out throughout the day. Distribution of your macros is so important. Do not macro hoard. Do not have, snack and then wait 5 hours till your next snack or to your next meal. Like, you want to make sure that you're really distributing your macros out, and that can make a game changer in terms of your starvation throughout the day. Pamela, yes, I'm consistent with workouts 6 days a week and hit 4 times a week. And God, I love my cheat day, not missing that. And thank you. You're super badass. Thank you, babe. Yes, and I would just recommend what I was saying for you to do. Kids playing on it. That's awesome. All right, Kara, I am wanting to add some runs in for my cardio, 3 to 6 miles, when I'm worried that it will cause damage to my progress. I am doing the WarriorBabe 6 days a week WB at home workouts. At this time, I've been doing HIIT workouts on the days when I'm supposed to, because choose cardio or HIIT. What would you suggest? Okay, so what I would suggest is you can do a run, and probably I would max out at like 3 to 4 miles, because that's about like 30 to 40 minutes. I wouldn't go any longer than that, because when you go longer than that, then you need to refuel your body with more carbohydrates in order to make sure that you're not starting to tap into muscle mass. And if you can, one time during the week is not going to hurt, but if you're doing this on a consistent basis, that's where you want to start worrying about losing some of the muscle mass that you're actually starting to try and work towards. Plus, your legs will take a different shape, your butt will take a different shape over a long period of time when you're doing a lot of running. All right. What I would recommend probably is you can definitely stick in one of those runs, but I would also make sure that you're sticking in like a steady state cardio and HIIT. So like maybe a day running, 2 days of HIIT, and 1 day of steady state cardio, which is in the cardio burn. All right, Gabriella, if I add a 2 to 3 hour hike on top of my 3 day a week HIIT, should I add more carbs and how much? Yeah, so I would go into the app and go to Transform and go to WB Basics and listen to the endurance athlete video that I have, and I would follow that same exact protocol, especially if it's 2 to 3 hour hike. That's a long time. Joanna, hi, I finally got here. I've been missing you. Getting my workouts or macros in though. Nice, babe. Awesome. Well, I'm glad you were able to make it tonight. All right, Tamra, if I'm doing a 30-minute 9-round kickboxing workout at least 3 times a week, will that adversely affect the muscle gains or help? I love those workouts. I don't know what 9-round means. I mean, kickboxing is pretty intense. So I would almost attribute that to as a HIIT. And I probably wouldn't start off doing 3. I'd probably do maybe like 2. Melissa, hey babe, what's up? I'm about to head into build. Yes! The accelerator calculator has me increasing 370 calories on the first increase from maintenance to build. It seemed like a lot for the first increase. I'm always excited to get more food, but just wanted to confirm before I went for it. Yeah, 370 doesn't alarm me as much. Usually I try and keep it between like 2 to 4, but not as high as 4. It's not alarming me that much. I say that's fine. Dominique, is it okay to move on to build and not change my macros? Build feels much better to me because I'm noticing muscle strength. I'm sorry, I just completely read wrong. I'm noticing major strength gains, but I actually cut my carbs a little because I am retaining a lot of water. Is it okay to move into build and not change my macros? I wouldn't recommend that. In order to build, your muscles need fuel, and fuel is the food. And a lot of that fuel is going to come from carbohydrates. A lot of that building process and recovery process comes from carbohydrates. So I wouldn't recommend moving into build and not changing your macros. And I wouldn't recommend cutting them either. I don't know how long you've been applying the macros. I don't know, if it's only been a couple weeks, your body could just be adjusting to them. And if you're not drinking enough water, guys, listen to me loud and fucking clear, okay? If you're not drinking enough water, your body will retain water, all right? So make sure you're drinking enough water. But I honestly wouldn't personally do that, Dominique. I would change my macros too as well. You're going to need that caloric surplus to power through your workouts. Okay, so Megan, 9 round is a cardio-based kickboxing. Yeah, then I would say if it's 30 minutes, 2 times a week, I wouldn't do 3 just yet. See how your body responds to 2 because it's not that much, and see how your body progresses with it. Shelby, found out I have patellar tendonitis in my right knee today. I've been doing HIIT on my upper body days plus Saturday. I don't have any cardio equipment available to me, but I'm worried about the HIIT putting uneven pressure on my knee. Should I cut out cardio completely or should I switch my HIIT to a walk? I would switch your HIIT to a walk. Exactly what I was going to suggest. Doctor did say I should keep doing lower body workouts to build up the muscles in that area. Yeah, I completely agree with your doctor 100% too as well. I would turn that HIIT into a walk. Get outside, do brisk walking, and just listen to how your knee responds with that. You're welcome, Dominique. All right, babes, any more questions? Ooh, it's cold. Shouldn't be complaining. It's beautiful. It's just cold. 61 degrees. 59 degrees. Okay, it's going below 60. Laura, not sure where my comment went. Okay, I am a muscular babe. I am just concerned if I choose the right macros. I work a sedentary job 3 to 4 days a week. I aim for 3 to 6 days of fasted cardio in the morning. 3 miles. I'm a police officer. I do not want to lose my cardio. 4 to 6 days per week of workouts, but I choose a sedentary lifestyle because of my job. I calculated for both sedentary and moderate lifestyle. Just want to make sure I'm not being too restrictive on my food, but I also don't want to overeat. I'm trying to lose body fat. So the 4 to 6 days of fasted cardio in the morning. 3 to 6 days. If you're getting up to 6, what you gotta do, babe? Listen, look, everybody listen, okay? Because you could be doing 4 days of cardio 1 week, and then 3 days of cardio 1 week, and then 6 days of cardio 1 week, and then you're doing 4 workouts, then 6 workouts, then 5 workouts. There's no consistency there. And why I'm saying this is because 1 week you could burn a total in 7 days way more calories, and the next week you're not burning as many calories, and then another week you could be burning middle to those 2 calories. So there's no consistency across that board. All right, so you want to choose a set amount of cardio days that you're doing. You want to choose a set amount of workouts that you can specifically commit to with your lifestyle. All right, so I wouldn't do 6 days of cardio. I would stick to either 4, 5, or 6 day with workouts. And if you have a sedentary job, choose a sedentary, choose that, and then see how your body responds within the first 2 weeks. And if you're putting in 5 days to 6 days of workouts with the WarriorBabe and you're doing 4 days of cardio, you're going to see your body telling you, okay, I'm getting results, but I'm getting really hungry, so maybe I should bump up to the moderate level. That's exactly what I would do if I was coaching you one-on-one. Lauren, should you still reduce your macros on rest ab days, even if you end up burning the same amount of calories? What the fuck are you doing on the rest days, Lauren? Jesus. You're burning the same amount of calories that you would with a workout? Like, through the walking chore type things. Okay, but your muscles aren't actively being worked out. So yes, I would still reduce your carbohydrates. Go girl. Super active on those rest days. That's good. But yes, I would still reduce your 25 grams of carbs because you're not physically putting stress on your muscle. All right. Anybody else have any questions for me? I'm moving into build this week, and just like Melissa, the calculator has me bumping up and miss 400 calories, 10 fat and 80 carbs. Is this correct? And if yes, do I do it slowly? Also, I try to stick to 2 days cardio a week, but I am outside most days, running around playing bugs with my boys. Won't this hinder my progress? No, that will not hinder your progress, especially if you're just committing to 2 days a week of cardio. So if it's bumping you up 10 grams fat and 80 grams carbs, I probably do 10 grams fat and 50 grams carbs. That's around 300 calories. Melissa, I feel like I know the answer here, but I thought I would double check since you are free. I am doing the bodyweight training, and currently I cannot finish a number of sets with the recommended reps. Should reduce reps or reduce sets? Reduce sets. Jump down to 3 sets. Gabriella, I have seen some babes talk about tracking calories. No. The reason why there's no calories on your macro calculator is because you all get too many people in the group got hung up on calories. You don't have to worry about your calories. You just focus on hitting your macros. So, for example, you put your macros inside of MyFitnessPal. You're tracking your macros. Your macros are either at the top of the board because you can change the dashboard in MyFitnessPal to just be macro focused. And you want to hit plus or minus 5 of each one of those macronutrients across the board. Plus or minus 5 of protein, plus or minus 5 of fats, plus or minus 5 of carbs. You will naturally see the calories go red or go green, stay green or go red. It doesn't matter about those calories. They're going to be negative, they're going to be positive. It doesn't matter about those calories. All that matters is that you are hitting your macros plus or minus 5. You do not need to be tracking calories. You do not need to be paying attention to calories. You just want to be paying attention to your macros. What about tracking calories burned? Okay, got it. So that's something different. So I don't necessarily say that you have to watch your calories, how many calories you're burning, but if you want to know a little bit more educational side of things, you can add up your 7 days. If you have an Apple Watch, it gives you how many total calories you burn in a day. That's your BMR plus the activity. So it should be just around 2,000 or a little bit more. Like even some people can go as high as 24 or 25 or 26,000. So you want to make sure, so if you want to learn this, you can add up each day, 7 days, you probably get like 40,000. You could divide that by 7, and then you have your average caloric intake burn throughout the entire week. And then to make sure that you're in a true deficit would be negative 500. I've talked about this on my Instagram. You can go into my Instagram, and there's a calorie deficit or something like that on one of my posts, and I talk about it there. You're welcome, Pamela. Leslie, I know we aren't supposed to be worried about the scale, but I'm frustrated. I'm not losing weight yet. I follow the macros and the 5-day workouts and doing cardio 3 times a week. Been doing this I'm waiting for where's the timeline? Give me the timeline. I'm going to make some kind of merchandise around scale. Fucking scale. For several weeks. When should I worry or make other changes with macros? Okay, guys, so listen, let me explain this because I've explained to the VIP babes and they heard it in a different context, which is really good. Better than I've probably explained before. So, joke's on you if you're not tracking all your data in terms of measurements, in terms of weight, and in terms of your progress photos. Those are the 3 pillars that we have inside the VIP that we track our data across the board on. And especially the 4th one is, how are you feeling? How are you feeling? Do you feel your skin tighter? Do you feel like, do you have more energy? Are your clothes fitting looser? Okay? Because, let me explain this, because I noticed this weekend with all my babes checking in the VIP, is that you are going to have somebody who the weight's not changing, the measurements are not changing, but they're reporting to me that they're feeling so much tighter in their skin and they're waking up so much leaner in their skin. So that's one babe, right? Then somebody else dropped 4 pounds in 1 week and her measurements dropped an inch in 1 week and her pictures are showing. All the data points are showing for her. And then there's somebody else that dropped inches, but the weight is staying completely the same. So everybody fluctuates differently. Everybody's going to show completely different measurement data in terms of if it's scale, measurements, your photos, or how you're feeling. And the babe that specifically asked me, can I be decreasing body fat while at the same time that I'm not losing any weight? And I said, yes, 110%. And the fact that she told me that she was feeling a little bit leaner and tighter made me not worried at all, because what can happen is that as you do get leaner and tighter and you start seeing your composition change, but the weight's not changing, the measurements aren't changing, the thing is that your muscle is filling out. Your muscle is way more dense than fat. So I weigh the same exact weight that I weighed when I first started my journey, 140 pounds, and I'm 140 pounds now, okay? So I weigh the same exact, but I clearly look completely freaking different. That's why the scale should not fucking matter along your journey. And you should not be placing a number to your value or your worth along your journey. But the main thing is with her is that her measurements weren't changing, and probably because her muscle density is filling out. It's getting more dense, and the weight's not changing because she's probably filling out the muscle even more too as well. So it's getting more dense, it's getting more solid, the food's keeping it full. So that is totally freaking normal. So make sure you're crossing your I's and you're dotting your T's with all your data points. That's why I say take the fucking pictures, guys. Take the pictures. I don't give a shit if you hate the way you look in them. That should be your motivation to get up the next day and do a workout. That should be your motivation to show up every day because that's why you showed up here in WarriorBabe, to get the changes, to see progress. So take the fucking pictures, take the measurements, weigh yourself, and then keep a journal of how you're feeling. Literally, this could be an absolute freaking game changer for you guys that aren't going across the board all these variables. This is something that is so adamant that I make sure we cover in the VIP so that we can see how they're truly progressing along the way and if changes need to be made. So I hope that gets across. Oh, and if it's just several weeks, keep going. I had my VIP babe show up 2 weeks in And I had a mental breakdown on Saturday, and I go, are you fucking kidding me? It's fucking 2 weeks. You gotta be kidding me, right? Like, come on. Come on, guys. You gotta, the journey is, it's not like it's portrayed in marketing and things online. The shit takes time, and everybody's body is different. You gotta fall in love with your journey and your process and be extremely patient with yourself and the results that come. Because this shit's not like Wi-Fi. You can't download a show on Amazon in 3 minutes. You can't build a body in 3 minutes. Okay? All right. Yes, Leslie. Yes, yes, yes. I'm going down in measurements and I'm building muscle too. Yes, yes, yes. So even though your weight's not changing, but your measurements are, you're winning. You're winning, babe. That's going to be your data point. Okay, don't pay attention to that fucking scale. I'm literally, I wish I could just go in every goddamn store in the United States and just throw that fucker out. No joke. It fucks with our brains too much. I get it. I've been there. I've 100% been there, and I totally get and hear you guys, and you're valid. Your points are fucking valid. But let me just take it from me and believe what I'm saying. Don't let that number defeat you. Emily, any updates on swag? I have emailed my people back and I will be talking to them this week to keep the needle moving forward. Leslie, yes, okay. That answered a lot for me. I don't see anything changing except that I'm seeing more muscle tone and I feel tighter and stronger. Yes! Yes! Love it. What I love to hear. Pamela, just making sure G. Hughes sauces are free and light whipped cream, obviously moderation. I think the G. Hughes has a couple carbs in it, so you just want to pay attention to that. Anything, just pay attention to the nutrition label. Anything that has calories and anything that has macros, you want to make sure you're tracking. Like ketchup has 5 grams of carbs, you want to make sure you're tracking it. Shelby, I lose weight from the top down. Yep. I hear you. And the measurements and weight have been the most difficult because these aren't going anywhere, but I can see the difference in my shoulders, arms, and chest. My husband has to constantly remind me about that because I get too in my own head sometimes. Yeah, very valid, babe. We all women, we're just our own worst fucking enemy. We all get in our heads, but I hear you. There's so many women that start losing from the top down. And for a lot of women, the stomach and the hips are the hardest to lose. So just because the waist measurement isn't moving or the hips measurement isn't moving does not mean that the shoulder measurement isn't moving, your chest measurement isn't moving. So keep that all in mind. Some people do start from here down. That was how I did when I first started my journey. I lost from here down first. 2 carbs per serving. Yeah, so you just want to watch that. Okay, is in the list and the program is free. Okay, got you. Yeah, just want to make sure that definitely needs to be changed then. The one thing that I do use that's completely free is Walden Farms. That's completely free, but you just don't want to go too heavy on it because you'll know what's really in it. All right, babes. We're trickling down on the queue on the questions that I'm getting, but I've enjoyed every moment that I've just spent with you. So I hope you guys have an amazing rest of your evening. Carry out the week strong, and get out of your own way, okay? Stay strong. Just fall in love with the process. Fall in love with your journey. When I first started my journey, if I was to let that scale defeat me, because I remember there was a couple weeks where nothing was moving, but I was just so set on the goals that I wanted to accomplish for myself that I just kept going. So just keep going, guys. Keep going. I should. You're so right, Valerie. No scales, just measurements and pics are allowed. Yes. All right, babes. I love you all. Enjoy the rest of your evening, and I'll see you guys for our rally call on Sunday. Make sure you guys are there. I'm not hearing a lot of people tuning into those. Show the fuck up. They're really good in terms of motivational pieces. All right. Bye, guys. See you later.